Welcome to the Little League Softball World Series presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Two-day games today here in Greenville, North Carolina, and the pressure is even more than it's been over the last few days because if you win today, you're in the semifinals. If you lose, your summer of softball comes to an end, and we start off with a rematch from Sunday. Washington and Florida are ready to dance their way into the semifinals tomorrow. Yesterday was the winner's bracket, so not an elimination game, but North Carolina had to come back against this Florida team. They put up 5 runs in the 5th inning, and North Carolina, who's from about an hour and a half away, is on to the semifinals. Kentucky with a shutout of Puerto Rico. Curley was fantastic in the circle. We'll see Kentucky and Curley tomorrow in those semifinals. We just got to figure out who they're going to play, and we'll do that today. We start off with this rematch between Washington and Florida, and then later tonight at 6 Eastern here on ESPN, we'll see Puerto Rico and New Jersey battle for a spot in the semifinals as well. Let's go. Big day at the World Series. Courtney Lau alongside two-time Olympic gold medalist Michelle Smith, two-time All-American Amanda Scarborough, Chris Budden on the sidelines for us, and the pressure is on. But how about a rematch with these two teams? And I feel like both of these teams have grown a lot since Florida run-ruled Washington on Sunday.
Absolutely. And I have to say, when I was ever on the losing side of a rematch, I could not wait for it. It was like learn from the first game, get ready for the second game.
Yeah, and I think that Washington is used to being in these elimination games. They've won 2, but for Florida, this is the first taste of an elimination game because they just lost yesterday. So will that have any part in this game today with nerves?
Yeah, and one of the players that has changed since we saw on them on Sunday is Maddie Locke in the circle and with her bat, Michelle.
Yeah, and to your point, it is about momentum. And right now, Maddie Locke has that momentum, both with her stick as well as in the circle with her stick. How about a home run? Yes, over the fence. And she has just been outstanding. A .625 batting average. She has been bashing the ball. Maddie Locke is just a true leader offensively for this Washington team. And in the circle, she's been outstanding her last 2 starts. 19 strikeouts. She peppers the zone. She's got a lot of energy, a lot of flair. She is a fun young athlete to watch.
And you know that she wants another shot at these Florida hitters who are able to score 14 runs against Maddie Locke in Washington on Sunday. And right near the top of the order, Amanda, is one of the best hitters in the tournament in Avery Little.
She is unget-outable. Yeah. That's what it's a new word. I just came up with it for Avery Little because she is 7 for 7 in this World Series with also a walk. So every time she gets in the batter's box, she gets on base for this hot-hitting Florida team. And when you look at her swing, she looks like a professional hitter. She works really hard at her craft in the offseason to be able to show it off here at the World Series. And she has been a rock star at the plate and back behind the dish.
How about 7 hits in your first 7 at-bats? 7 for 7, tied for the second most hits since we expanded to 12 teams back in 2022. It is officially rematch time here in Greenville, and this one means more than any other game they've played. You win today, you're in the semifinals. You lose, you're going home.
Let's take a chance. Ain't got forever. We only got today. If you got a night to feel alive, then baby stay.
Rematch with a spot in the semifinals on the line here at the Little League Softball World Series. And this Washington team is from Snohomish, Washington. Snohomish Little League. A team that is the first team since 2022 to win multiple games after a run rule loss. They're getting set to take on Florida for the second time with revenge on the mind. Let's meet the team from Washington.
My name is Janessa Malone, and my favorite sports team is UW softball.
My name is Avery Kamusa, and one of my favorite emojis is the red 100%. Hello, my name is Lucy Carpenter, and my favorite dessert is chocolate cake.
My name is Kaya Ho'ololu. My favorite actor is Jason Momoa.
I'm Layla Bailey, and my favorite sports team is the Denver Broncos.
I'm Hannah Schneer, and my favorite subject is science.
Hi, I'm Julia Wright, and my favorite food is tacos.
I'm Ella Bowers, and my favorite singer is Megan Maroney. I'm Jocelyn Day, and my favorite athlete is Brie Ellis.
My name is Harlan Isley, and my favorite subject is art.
I'm Madison Tawney, and my favorite athlete is Brian Wood. My name is Maddie Locke, and my favorite softball player is Megan Grant.
That is the team from Snohomish, Washington. Their batting order looks like 1 through 12 in Little League. Every player on your roster is in the batting order. They get the opportunity to step up to the plate, and Jalea Wright leads things off with their biggest hitter, Maddie Locke, in the 2 spot just behind her. And in the circle for this Florida team, it'll be an arm that they have not seen in Bryn Feaser.
Bryn Feaser is going to mix the ball around with her curveball being her best pitch and her screwball. So she'll work left to right, but what makes her really successful and when she's on is when she's able to locate her screwball at different levels. So being able to throw it from the knees all the way up to the hands and can elevate the strike zone and get swings and misses up.
Chloe Cheek was the starter for Florida when they faced Washington on Sunday to open up the World Series and won 14-0. Well, this Washington offense has had a total turnaround, Michelle, since they played Florida on Sunday and lost 14-0. Since then, they've been able to outscore their opponents 16-4.
Yeah, they were shut out in that first game. And I think that first game was a lot of nerves, a little bit of weather. They made some defensive mistakes. They were just not in rhythm. And that's why I think this is a big game for them in the sense that, hey, let's see when we actually come out and play Washington softball. Like, we're going to battle Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I'd want to show them that we're not that team that
100%.
got run ruled like that. We're a different team, and we're going to come out stronger today.
A little bit of pride.
And on the other hand, for Florida, you want to prove that you are the better team, that you beat them 14-0 for a reason. This Florida team can really hit, and they are deep in their pitching staff behind Bryn Feaser, have a couple of other options.
And this Florida team shut out their first 2 opponents in this tournament, 14-0 against Washington and then 15-0 against Italy. Wednesday, we saw them fall to North Carolina 5-2 to put them in this elimination game today. And Bryn Feaser's just going to tuck that towel back in. It's 3 balls and a strike.
I'm surprised she hasn't put in the other hip.
Yes.
When
Yeah.
it's on your throwing side hip, they get in the way.
Right underneath it and scooped up by Zoe Brandon. Good play at second. We saw Bryn Feaser against Italy. She was the starter and got a handful of strikeouts, Michelle.
Yeah, 5 strikeouts in her 2 innings of work, and she has the ability to move the ball around. As Amanda said, she likes to throw that screwball at multiple levels, and that elevation is really what it's all about. She'll throw a little bit of a changeup, but it's primarily hard with a pitch that's riding in on the hands and up.
Now facing Washington's best hitter in this tournament, Maddie Locke. She's one of only 2 athletes out of the 12 teams that we have this year that have hit a home run in this tournament. The other one was Avery Cox of Texas, who has been eliminated.
What's made Maddie's at-bat so strong is that she's been really particular about what she's swung at. So she's been aggressive early when she's gotten a good pitch to hit, goes after that low pitch in the zone. Again, 2 well-located pitches for Feaser against Locke, the home run hitter. And there's her dad coaching first base. He's on the coaching staff, Drew Locke.
Pop up. Carissa Edgehill's crashing in, but Zoe Brandon's going to take it once again from second base. She's responsible for both outs so far. And that's a big hitter to retire for this Florida team.
A couple of pop-ups to that right side.
You can see that Bryn Feaser is going to have a little upspin on everything. So it's going to be up to Washington to figure out a way to get on top of her upspin.
And get on time on it. Like, those are a little bit of jam jobs, so you can see they're inside out, in on the hands and up. And so when you're pitched in that location, you either have to be early and turn on it and rip it down the left field line, or you've got to try to hit it inside out and go the opposite way with it.
Bryn Feaser sending in the first pitch strike. This Lake Mary team, Lake Mary Little League, was here last year representing the Southeast and Florida, and Bryn Feaser was also here. She's the only returner from last year's team.
Michelle, the way that Feaser is locating these pitches down at the bottom and can expand up, this is something, a really spectacular start with how she's spotting these pitches, because low in the zone, getting the bottom right at the knees and getting the calls.
And getting the calls, that's the key, Amanda, absolutely.
Ball!
And then well ahead, so she goes upstairs. It's a good job by Day to lay off that.
It's a big start for her, having only thrown those 2 innings. We've seen a lot of Chloe Cheek, who is right now giving her a little bit of love and talking to her from her shortstop position. Chloe Cheek has been awesome, making Bryn Feaser smile as pitcher-to-pitcher conversation there. And Feaser was helping Chloe Cheek when she was in the circle and playing second base yesterday.
And they go to the same pitching coach. Bryn Feaser with the strikeout. It's a 1-2-3 inning to start for Florida.
Well, that screwball is working. She is consistently putting it right there on the outside corner to lefties, inside corner to righties. That start for Bryn Feaser in the first inning could not have gone any better.
The Little League Softball World Series is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Winner to the semifinals in this game between Florida and Washington, and the team out of Lake Mary, Florida, off to a good start. Just a softball girl and her baseball brother watching this pressure-filled situation for these 2 Little League teams. We mentioned it, Lake Mary Little League was here last year. They return this year with sights of making it to Sunday. Let's meet the Florida team.
My name is Chloe Cheek, and my favorite animal is a whale shark.
My name is Parker Garandi, and my favorite TV show is Fuller House.
My name is Kylie Green, and my favorite book is Hunger Games. Hi, my name is Quinn Marshall, and my favorite food is my dad's barbecue.
Hi, my name is Riley Tolan, and my favorite TV show is Stranger Things.
My name is Aria Tormos, and my favorite school subject is lunch.
My name is Zoe Brandon, and my favorite softball player is Mia Scott.
My name is Carissa Edgehill, and my favorite movie is How to Train Your Dragon.
My name is Avery Little, and my favorite athlete is Brie Ellis.
Hi, my name is Bryn Fuser, and my favorite book is Percy Jackson.
My name is Callie Asley, and my favorite singer is JoJo Siwa.
My name is Keely Willock, and my favorite emoji is the goat.
That is the team out of Florida near the city of Orlando, and here is their batting order. 1 through 12 shows up on your lineup card with the most dangerous hitter in the entire tournament in the 2 spot, Avery Little. We'll see her after Zoe Brandon leads off for Florida. And in the circle, Maddie Locke gets the ball once again. Last time we saw her, she was striking out 12 hitters.
Yeah, Maddie Locke is a superstar in the circle. Really going to be important for her to control the zone, work from ahead. Try to keep these really strong Florida hitters off balance.
Here's Zoe Brandon, whose favorite athlete is Mia Scott.
Look how amped up Maddie Locke is here, hitting 61 a couple of times. These first 2 pitches, you know, adrenaline is running. She can throw with good velocity. 61 at this age. 60, 61 is upper tier of velocity for this age.
She also has a very good changeup. I think she's going to need to use it early, often. She did not use it as much.
62 on that one.
Cranking it up even more. But I think that changeup needs to be thrown, even if it's not for a strike. Once she's ahead, at some point you just have to try to keep this strong Florida team off balance.
And we didn't see the changeup as much early on the last time she faced this Florida team.
Correct. Now, granted, it was a rainy day. The conditions were, you know, a little bit sloppy. So there's a lot that plays into calling pitches, using pitches.
2-2 here to Zoe Brandon.
It's a good location, though, with what looks like a little low rise ball, and maybe wanting to bring that rise ball a little bit lower down in the zone compared to what she looked like yesterday. Just a non-competitive pitch up in the zone, but I like that spot.
Well, Amanda, you know how it is that first inning, you're amped up. You're trying to figure out the umpire strike zone. You kind of know your opponents. You've played against them earlier in the tournament. There's a lot that goes into these first couple hitters.
Zoe Brandon's not been easy this week for pitchers. Second most hits at the World Series. And Maddie Locke starts with a K.
Well, and Maddie Locke, this is a beautifully executed pitch. It's low in the zone. It's 3-2, so she's got to come in. She works it on the inner half, and she's going to get the call for her first strikeout of the game.
Just the second time Zoe Brandon has struck out this week at the World Series, but now you get to the best hitter in the whole tournament, Avery Little. 7 for 7, no strikeouts.
And see how they attack Avery Little. There was an at-bat the first time that she faced Maddie Locke. So her first at-bat of the World Series, Maddie threw a pitch about a ball or 2 balls inside, and Avery Little was able to keep her hands inside and get her barrel to that pitch. So you see them wanting to work the outside corner, and that one missed right over the heart of the plate. It was hard hit.
Avery Little is going to be safe. Oh, and got tripped up. Going to first base and is having trouble standing up right now. Matt Marshall, one of the assistants, is over there with her. See, they're looking at her left leg. She is up. See what happened on that bag. Ooh, just rolled it, slid kind of over the bag.
For Southeast, the pitcher, Martine Green-Wiesler.
Hey, but if she can stay in this game, you know she's going to.
yeah.
And she is now 8 for 8, Michelle.
Yes, she has struck the ball well, to say the least.
Tied for the second most, or excuse me, just the second most hits since 2022. That's when the format expanded to 12 teams. She's 15 for 18 through the regional and the World Series.
Goodness, those numbers are crazy.
2 doubles, 2 triples, 7 RBI. And now the pitcher, Bryn Feaser. Feaser started out this game in a circle with a 1-2-3 ending on a strikeout.
Ball.
And Bryn back for a second year after she was on the Lake Mary team that made it last year, the only returner.
You can see Harlow Nicely, the catcher for the Washington team, working a lot outside to these right-handed hitters with where she is setting up pre-pitch. See, she goes right back out to that corner.
And Feaser takes the walk. It is 2 on for Florida.
Third baseman, 15, Callie Owsley.
That smile that Callie Owsley has. I was looking back at some notes of what Coach Feaser had said about Callie Owsley. You see her smile and you say to yourself, something good is probably about to happen here. And she's one of the youngest players on the team, Owsley. 4 RBIs in the World Series. Tied for most on the team.
There's Brent Feaser, the manager.
Hey, if she tries to back pick 1, I need you on 3.
Callie Owsley is tied for the second most RBI this week at the World Series, and an opportunity to add to that here with 2 on thanks to a single and a walk.
And Coach Feaser played against her in the regular season, and he said she was the one player, as he calls pitches, I could not figure out how to get her out.
It's great when you can just put her on your all-star team then.
Yes,
you don't have to face her.
You don't have to worry, you just get to watch her.
Easy decision.
Slow hopper. JoJo Day diving at short. Runners safe, bases loaded. That's a hit for Owsley.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate for Maddie Locke because that's a slow ground ball that just has a little bit of eyes. You can see shortstop is pulled up the middle, and Day, the third baseman, is more so on the line, so it's like a little trickler into that 5-6 hole. So it's a seeing eye infield hit.
Carissa Edgehill looking for her first hit this week. Maddie Locke struck out the first batter that she faced, but since then 2 singles and a walk have loaded them up for Edgehill.
I think Florida's done a really good job of being picky at the plate against Locke. Not chasing too much, swinging at pitches that they know that they can drive, but in a situation like this, I mean, Maddie Locke is a pitcher who can get a bunch of strikeouts. This would be a huge time for a strikeout. As remember, she had 12 strikeouts in her last game.
Oh, that's a nice pitch. Change up on the outer half.
That one ricochets back quickly, so all the runners have to hold. This Florida team here at the World Series is hitting .444 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, they have a lot of power, so the outfield is playing them really deep. And Lucy Carpenter, the right fielder, is playing in that corner of the field.
Edgehill's calling time.
Well, and the infield was in. Now the infield is back.
Foul ball. It's the bottom of the first, and I'm sweating for both teams
Yes.
here.
Big opportunity for Florida to try and strike early, and Washington hoping to get out of it.
Full count to Edgehill with the bases loaded. She's about to see her 7th pitch. Maddie Locke, second strikeout. 2 down.
That's what we're talking about, being a strikeout pitcher and able to get a strikeout in this situation is huge. Drop ball, outside corner, throws it just high enough to get the chase and make it enticing for Edgehill to chase that pitch with the bases loaded.
We're going to see some courtesy runners come out. When there's 2 outs, you can use a courtesy runner for the pitcher and the catcher. So Zoe Brandon will come in and run at 3rd, and then Carissa Edgehill will come in at 2nd base to run.
Courtesy runners horse out east, now running at third base, number 10, Zoe Brandon. At second base, number 12.
This is Kylie Green. And just like Ousley, she is also tied for the most RBI at the World Series with 4. Hitting .500 on the week. First pitch strike from Locke. Kylie Green, hard hit ball to Jalea Wright. And Washington's defense makes the play. Jalea Wright to JoJo Day to get out number 3 at second.
Wow, that is a massive play for Jalea Wright. Look at the way she's going to get to this. This was smoked at her. She goes down to her knees. Good throw over to Day to get the force out at second. Washington out of the jam.
World Series is such an honor and a dream for these little leaguers, and only 12 teams make the trip, some longer than others, to get here to Greenville, North Carolina. We started with those 12 teams on Sunday. And now that field cut into half. They've traveled almost 24,000 total miles to get here to play. 12 teams ages 10 to 12 years old, league age 10 to 12. We split up those 12 teams into 2 brackets, and it's been double elimination all week until 4 teams remain. We'll play a 6-inning game, and in Little League, if you're on the roster for your team, that means you are also on the lineup card, and you get a chance to step up to the plate and have an at-bat. It's Washington and Florida with the winner to the semifinals tomorrow to take on North Carolina.
Play!
There was a 1-2-3 inning for Bryn Feaser and her defense in the first, and now Madison Tawney is here to lead off. And Feaser, a pitcher who Washington did not see when they took on Florida on Sunday, and ended the inning with a strikeout.
Florida's got a couple of good arm options they can put in the circle. Obviously, Chloe Cheek has done the lion's share of the pitching for them, but Feaser, a couple others have been dealing for him.
And Feaser had 0-2. It's kind of the opposite situation where we've seen Washington ride Maddie Locke through the regionals and here at the World Series, whereas Florida has options.
2 strikes.
That's good spin on her pitches, Bryn Feaser does. And we're talking about Chloe Cheek, who has pitched so much for this team. She's at shortstop. She has a really unique way of getting ready for the pitch. She kind of, like, it looks like she's pitching, and then she kind of goes through the motion with Bryn Feaser, and that's just her way of kind of timing up to get ready into her defensive set position. But because she's a pitcher, I think they're all kind of doing that in the infield, but because she specifically is a pitcher, it looks like she's about to go into her pitch.
A little more natural.
In her windup. Yeah, it just looks like it's, you know, habit, old routine for her. But just a unique way to get ready into her defensive position at shortstop.
Kaylee Whitlock was able to grab that one for the out, and it brings us to Avery Calamusa. I love, too, the relationship those two have with Bryn Feaser and Chloe Cheek. You can see them talking to each other. We saw yesterday Bryn Feaser was playing at second base, and she was constantly trying to pump up Chloe Cheek. Calamusa with a fair ball. It danced down the line. Looking for second as they're still trying to get the ball at the wall. She's going to third and slides in safely. Avery Calamusa with a triple. She's had a triple in back-to-back games.
Oh, this is big. She sneaks this hit right down the line. It definitely stays fair, keeps her head down on the ball, and finishes her swing. And once it gets past the left fielder, you know she's going to have extra bases. It's just a matter of if she's able to get herself to third base. And she does. A triple for Calamusa.
Second triple of this tournament.
Harlow Nicely, the catcher, now has got to bring her home. You feel like runs could be at a premium in this game. Florida just missed an opportunity. Sorry, last inning with the bases loaded, not able to bring home a run. Can Washington capitalize? And a runner 60 feet away.
Yeah, and you can see the defense actually playing deep. They're not pulled in, even though there's only one out, runner at third. Looks like they're hunting outs at this point.
Strike!
Avery Little working back there for her pitcher.
Yeah, it's good to see her be able to get back into her squat after her falling, after she touched first base and slipping. Really happy she was able to stay in.
That could have been disastrous if she was injured.
Brent Fieser, strikeout number 2.
That is a nice pitch. Fieser just painting this corner. 2 pitches back to back. She goes to this low inside corner. That's her screwball, and this is an adjustment that Washington's going to have to make. They're going to have to look for that pitch on the inner half. That is a very good pitch.
The center fielder, Kaya Ho'olulu. Right back into Fieser's glove. And Washington leaves a runner at third.
Good reacts by Brent Fieser in the circle. This is a comebacker with the runner at third base. Just steals a hit. You can just feel it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Welcome back to Little League Softball World Series here in Greenville. Maddie Locke has been around the sport basically her entire life. Her mom, Danielle Laurie, a 2-time Olympian, won a College World Series with the University of Washington. And Danielle pointed to 2017 when she was coming out of retirement to start preparing for the Tokyo Olympics. And Maddie was 2.5 at the time. She would come to her to her bullpen section. She just put her in there watching her practice and has been around the game really ever since. And she said Maddie has always pitched because of her, but she's also hit because of her dad, who played professional baseball for several years. But talk about 2 parents that in big time moments have a lot of experience to rely on, ladies.
Oh yeah, I mean, Maddie and her younger sister Audrey have been around the sport their entire lives. Well, there's Audrey in the stands.
Odds, yeah. Well, Maddie was around while Danielle was actually playing as well, so.
Yeah, Danielle was playing over in Japan when she found out that her and Drew were expecting Maddie.
That's right. Exciting. How about that, being able to watch your mom pitch in the Olympic Games? There's nothing more awesome.
It's goosebump material. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Kaylee Whitlock in foul ball here.
And being able to get advice from her pregame is pretty special as well. And I mean, who better to give you advice? I mean, mom is always going to know what to say, but when it's coming from somebody who's been there, done that, it's extra special and meaningful. And Danielle Laurie was able to send her a nice little text pregame.
Yeah, she shares the connection with dad in the dugout, but mom cheering her on.
And here's the text that Danielle sent to Maddie, who, of course, is staying in the dorms with her team. You've come a long way, kid. Enjoy today. All of it, the pressure, the hard, the good, and the bad. Lean into the tough. Not many want that, but it separates the good from the great. Trust yourself more than ever.
And I love how she gives that mom and dad, we are so proud of you. In other words, this game isn't going to define you. We're proud of you for being out there, but we love you tremendously. I feel like, is she breathing? Is she doing breaths?
She has to sit in the outfield because she gets too nervous. She's going to like that, though. Maddie's got her third strikeout.
Painting a corner right here that you know Danielle would love to see when she has our view from that center field camera. She calls games on ESPN, including studio coverage of the Women's College World Series. And so she's our colleague, our friend. So cool to see her cheering her on.
Here's Chloe Cheek.
Well, I think the other thing here, we kind of mentioned it, her dad being a professional baseball player as well, does a lot of hitting with dad, but then also her uncle, Danielle's brother, was a Major League Baseball player. And, you know, when you talk about a talented family between Drew and your uncle, it's impressive.
That one hit right back at Maddie. Let's check in with Chris.
Real quick, to add on to the story that I was talking about, 2017, that moment maybe doesn't happen if it's not for Michelle, because Danielle said that she was thinking about coming out of retirement. She heard Michelle on a broadcast say, I think some of the players played best into their 30s, and Danielle thought, well, I'm just 30. I could come back. So all of that maybe doesn't happen without the advice of Michelle Smith.
Well, thank you, Chris.
Team Canada thanks you.
Yes.
For the bronze medal.
Well, I was, you know, when Danielle told me that, I was so happy for her. I didn't retire from Japan until I was 41. And so with all these young athletes saying, hey, I'm going to retire in my late 20s, I'm like, you are just starting to hit your prime. And so I love the fact she came back, had her 2 daughters. They got to watch her pitch in the Olympics. To me, there's nothing more special than that.
Canada to its very first medal in softball, picking up the bronze in Tokyo. 0-2 to Riley Tolan. Towards right field, Lucy Carpenter snags it.
Oh, look at that smile.
She's been the biggest surprise on this team. Kind of came out of nowhere to make the All-Star team.
Little Sword putting it back there for a right fielder. We have not seen a right fielder put the Sword back here at the World Series. We've seen pitchers do it and hitters do it, but that's a first out in right field. Nice catch.
Parker Gorandi. Fair ball. Oh, and Maddie Locke gets blocked by her catcher, not able to make the tag. So Parker Gorandi is going to run this thing out. It's a hit for Gorandi.
Well, that's just a slow developing play. It pops up and then it goes off of Maddie's glove. She runs into her catcher. And just, it's one of those unfortunate circumstances. It just kind of happens. Have to regroup after this.
Bad luck.
Good luck if you're this Florida team. We've got a couple of hits in this inning now for Quinn Marshall, who's in the 11th spot.
Battle, battle, battle. Come on. Give me a shot and play, kid.
Remember, Florida left the bases loaded, an opportunity in the last inning they couldn't capitalize on. Quinn Marshall to third, and Maddie Tawney is going to tag the base for the out. Scoreless ball game, winner moving on to the semifinals. back to the Little League Softball World Series presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Game Changer is the official scorekeeping technology partner of the Little League World Series. Coach Smarter. Connect live and replay the action on Game Changer, the #1 youth sports app. Live the game like never before. Top of the third inning, scoreless game. Courtney Lyle, Amanda Scarborough, Michelle Smith, and Chris Budden with you from Greenville, North Carolina. This has been the home for the Little League Softball World Series since 2021. We're getting closer and closer to crowning our champion on Sunday at 3 on ABC. That ice cream looked really good.
It's a hot one.
It is. Day like today, lots of ice cream needed.
Hey, you know what? We will take the sunshine, though. Started the week with some nasty rain. Janessa Malone is going to lead off. Washington left a runner on third in the last inning. Both teams have had opportunities to put a run across, but haven't yet.
You see some of the superstitions for this Washington team. Talk about eating red vines. And that was something that has been around for a while, actually. And it started out, though, as like a pack of red vines. And then it has progressed so much because they eat so many that it has gone to a tub of red vines that they have to have in the dugout. And the parents have to sort it out in a group text about who is going to be in charge of getting the red vines at Costco for the pregame.
Very specific details.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get an update of how many tubs of red vines they have needed this week.
They go through a couple hundred red vines a game.
That is a lot.
I don't know that I would participate in that. I'm not a red vine fan.
No, you might be shunned from the group.
I was going to say cast out of the dugout. You go to the bullpen.
I don't know. I think they'd take you, Michelle.
They started that in 10U, by the way. So this has been going for a while. This is not just a 2026 Summer Forever World Series type thing. This has been happening for a couple of years now.
Ball and 2 strikes to Janessa Malone. That one rolls in the dirt on Feaser.
And I love that you bring that up because there's, to me, there's a difference between superstitions and like protocol or routine. Like Maddie Locke says that she puts her left sock on first. I'm like, well, is that your routine or is that a superstition? I think routines are very important in sports. You hear pitchers and hitters talk about it all the time.
I've never thought about it that way, Michelle.
Yeah. I'm very routine oriented, so I took the field the same way, in between pitches the same way.
But no superstitions.
Well, I mean, some people would say, oh, you're superstitious, you don't step on the foul line, or you do the same thing all the time. So I'm like, well, that's my routine.
Well, we see you in the gym pregame, so that's part of your broadcasting routine, right?
Exactly. Good point. Yeah.
No red vines, though, in the gym.
No red
for you.
vines. No red vines.
A 7-pitch at bat for Janessa Malone, and she walks. Find Little League on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the official handles at Little League. And don't forget to use hashtag LLWS. Here's Lucy Carpenter. We just saw her make the big catch in right field. We mentioned it. Lucy's been a surprise for this team. Earned a spot, just consistently does all the little things needed to win. She's the smallest on the team. She'd like to meet Reese Atwood for tips from her favorite college player. That's what she put down. Brent Fieser working ahead, 0-2. Sixth 0-2 count that Fieser's had.
She's been good. Very surgical with her precision on the corners. Even though she just gave up her first walk of the game, she's been outstanding around the dish.
And she's got her third strikeout today.
Well, there's only been 9 hitters come to the plate for Washington, and Brent Fieser has been working from ahead in an 0-2 count against 6 of them. Little upspin that you continue to see from Fieser is 3 pitches. Leads to a strikeout, her third of the day.
Ella Bowers. Check swing, back to Fieser. She'll throw to second, looking for 2. Double play!
You got it, thank you.
That's the first of the World Series.
That looked like it was a slow developing play, Michelle.
Well, remember, she's the second baseman when she's not pitching. She goes over to Chloe Cheek, who is a pitcher, but also plays shortstop, over to Whitlock for the double play. A talented Florida team.
My biggest inspiration is my mom. I want to be just like her when I play.
Maddie Locke set the tone.
A laser from Locke!
What was the conversation that your mom had with you after game 1?
She just said, that game doesn't matter anymore. It's time for the next one. Just do it for your team.
Well, Maddie Locke has burst on the scene here at the Little League Softball World Series, and she comes from a heck of a family tree. Her mom, of course, an Olympian, a 2-time National Player of the Year. Her father played in the majors. Her uncle, Brett Laurie, played in the majors, and she had no choice but to, you know, pick up a softball and a bat and get after it. And here she is. Washington has used her as their only pitcher through regionals and their only pitcher here through this Little League Softball World Series here in Greenville. She has struck out 3 Florida hitters today. Aria Tormos, the bottom of the order for Florida, as they've had numerous opportunities to bring a run home, left the bases loaded. Also had a couple of singles in the last inning, but couldn't bring him around.
Yeah, Danielle documents a lot on social media of working with and training with Maddie. And even
JoJo Day.
to the point where she will catch her, get down with some gear, and also, of course, works it there. This is Maddie when she was younger. And this is Danielle catching Maddie. You see the size progression where Maddie went from the fun size version of herself to now, and Mom back behind the plate with catcher's gear catching Maddie.
Zoe Brandon at the top of the order rolls that to Jalea Wright. Did she have a mask on? Because she might want to soon as Maddie gets older.
Very soon.
All right, this battle is never gonna not get me excited. Avery Little, who is 8 for 8 in the World Series. Yep, 8 for 8.
Coach Fieser was talking about how Avery Little has been getting ready for the summer and how she prepares, how she will pump the pitching machine up to 70 miles an hour and actually will hit baseballs at 70, because then the softball looks a lot bigger after hitting baseballs at that speed. And obviously a smaller ball than a softball, but big time work ethic for Avery Little, and it's paying off here at the World Series.
Her swing is just so smooth, and the thing I like too is that she really tracks the ball well. You can see she's patient. She allows that ball to travel and then really attacks it.
And hit by a pitch. That one gets away from Locke. The first time she has not had a hit since she stepped up to the plate. Let's check in with Chris.
You guys have been talking about just how good Avery has been for so long at the plate, and the coaches told me that even in T-ball, when you're 5 years old, when she's up at the plate, usually all the little kids kind of come in the infield because the ball doesn't go very far. He said it was so funny to watch. Even at 5 years old, everyone was way back ready to catch whatever she was going to hit. She's kind of always had that contact.
And what a competitor. You could tell she was upset she got hit. She almost wanted to stay in the box and have another chance to hit.
Did they see it? Did it really hit me? Can I stay here?
That's what you love.
Well, she's been lifted for a courtesy runner since she's the catcher, so Zoe Brandon has taken her spot. And Brenda Fieser, the pitcher at the plate, walked in her first at-bat against Maddie Locke. And Bren, a big fan of Montana Fouts, who just won an AUSL championship with the Utah Talents.
A gold medal with U.S. national team, the International Cup as well. So big month for Montana Fouts.
Oh, absolutely.
What a summer.
Love seeing how much she continues to develop beyond college.
Foul ball.
And how much she's given back to the game, too. That's what I love to see, too. A lot of these athletes, they come through, they make a name for themselves because they're on television, ACC Network, SEC Network, ESPN. All these young athletes get to know them. They want to look up to them, go to their camps, clinics, and so many great role models in our sport.
It's really cool. Runner going. And Zoe Brandon's going to be safe at second.
I like that decision with 2 outs. Try to get that runner up in the scoring position. Try to make something happen here in the bottom of the third.
They've had a runner in scoring position in all 3 of these innings.
Just a different start to this game than what we saw the first time that these two teams met. Where Florida run-ruled Washington 14-0. Their defense kind of let them down a little bit. Lots of hard hits off of Maddie in the circle.
Hard hit ball just past the shortstop. Florida an opportunity. Runner is coming home. Safe. Florida in the lead. Bryn Fieser hanging in there.
Well, a 2-strike, 2-out hit for Bryn Fieser, helping herself out in the circle, breaking up the shutout, and Florida going to be the one that scores first in this elimination game, and she is feeling that run, knowing how important 1 or 2 runs can be in what feels again like it's going to be a low-scoring game.
An RBI double for Bren Fieser. And with Bren Fieser being the pitcher, they can use a courtesy runner for her at second base.
I think she's having technical difficulties with that phone.
Zoe Brandon, who just scored, was still the last out, so she'll come back in and run again.
Going to help out the catcher, and then now she's going to help out the pitcher.
Remember, it was Avery Little who was hit by a pitch that was put on. That runner eventually came around to score and is the difference right now.
Well, and that's how quick this Florida team can get something going. So a hit pitch, a hit batter, stolen base, base hit, bam, they're on the board.
Callie Ousley had a single in the first.
How important was that stolen base? Now, 2 outs, 2 strikes, put that runner in motion, get her in scoring position, give yourself a chance to score, and they did.
Yeah, those are the little things you have to do. You've got to give yourself an opportunity every chance you can. Good job by Nicely behind the dish to reel that in, not let it get to the backstop.
Two balls and a strike to Ousley. Ousley. Backing up is Jalea Wright, who has been locked down at second base today for Washington. Florida grabs the lead off the bat of their pitcher, Bren Fieser, with an RBI double. Green was playing a mean center field for this Florida team. We are obsessed with this catch that she made. It reminded us of somebody, maybe a Jada Coleman from Oklahoma. And guess what? I think Jada may have seen it too.
Hey Kylie Green, this is Jada Coleman, center fielder for the Salt Lake City Talons and the U.S. Women's National Team. And I just wanted to say I saw that diving play the other day and it freaking fired me up. It was so awesome, and it just reminded me of when I was little, just growing up and, you know, giving everything that you have. And I just wanted to wish you luck as you and your team continue your journey in the Little League College World Series. So good luck and continue to make those big plays. Boomer!
I'm wondering, though, did it remind Jada Coleman of when she was little, or did it remind her of when she was actually playing at OU or playing with the Talons making these catches? Oh, okay, so let's just flash back and see Women's College World Series, OU against JMU in 2021. That's pretty dang similar. Both are lefties, both have that big glove. They cover a lot of ground. And you guys, this is a player in Kylie Green who is new to softball. She grew up doing gymnastics, but this is just her first year of playing. She's making catches like that already.
Impressive. Coaches, be on alert. Look at what Kylie Green can do. That was so cool.
Just hope that the ball gets hit out to her again. We can maybe see another Jada Coleman style catch out there.
We've seen a lot of great web gems this tournament.
And don't forget, we just saw a double play by this Florida defense in the last inning.
This Florida team is, you can tell, very well coached. They spend a lot of time playing together and have. Quite a few of these athletes have grown up together playing since they were younger.
It's 5 different regular season Little League teams and 6 different travel ball teams that make up this all-star team, but most of them have been playing together since they were 7 or 8 years old.
It's amazing.
Even just her standing there, you guys, just the weight shift in the center field. She looks like Jada Coleman, not just when she's actually making the catch, but just her whole aura out there.
The shades, yeah.
Patty Gasso on line 2. Her dad played basketball at Florida, comes from a very athletic family. Torian Green. This is Layla Bailey at the plate against Bryn Feaser.
We have some families here that have deep athletic roots and national championship roots and professional roots, like her grandpa.
Ball. Ball.
She has such good spin. You could just see it on that last pitch. The way that she spins these pitches is so tight. And Michelle, we've been talking about it in between innings. We should maybe talk about it on air a little bit more. How much she just paints these corners.
Great precision. And not overthrowing the ball.
Bryn Feaser gets a strikeout. Guys, speaking of shout-outs, how about we head up MLB shout-out we got in the hopper. Roll it.
Hey, Dan Wilson here, manager for Seattle Mariners. Just wanted to wish the Snohomish girls Little League softball team good luck in the tournament.
Well, there is a specific Mariners connection to this Washington team. Hannah Chenier, who's at the plate right now, her dad is a baseball data scientist for the Mariners, so he puts together all kinds of data to help them scout and get ready for games. And so how neat to get a shout out from Dan Wilson, their manager.
Our favorite athlete is wait, did he get traded or is he still with the Mariners? Julio Rodriguez. Now I put my foot in my mouth. For sure, a Mariners great. He definitely played for them.
Ball.
Well, that's great. This is the best part of Little League's, programs, baseball and softball, is that it's all community-based, so the community's paying attention and watching, and got these young athletes that look up to professional players in their communities, and vice versa.
Ball.
Is he still with them?
He's still with them.
Okay, because the trade deadline was just a couple days ago, so
it's hard to keep up with. But he did go 2 for 3 with a crucial 3-run home run, his 17th of the season, with a win 4-2 over the Tigers at some point. So there's also that.
So there's that.
It's a good choice for your favorite athlete then.
He's a great player.
Strike 2. Washington's only gotten one hit off of Bryn Feaser. It was back in the second inning, a triple that they left stranded. Back past the pitcher, out to center field goes Hannah Chenier for her first hit of the World Series.
Right, and that's big because she hits out of the 12 hole, so that means that she's going to roll it over. Normally you would say the 9 hole, rolling it over, but that's the 12 hole, rolling it over, so the top of the lineup.
The classic 12 hole in the lineup card in Little League. If you are on the roster, you're on the lineup card. And unfortunately, even with the sun out, we were just told that there is lightning in the area. So they are going to have to pause this game here in the top of the 4th inning with Florida up 1-0 on Washington. So remember how important this game is too, guys. An elimination game here, a rematch for these two teams. You win this game, you're in the semifinal. You lose, you go home. And now in the distance, we've got some lightning they're going to have to deal with.
We've had quite a few weather delays so far this week, and so these teams are used to it. But never fun to have the momentum of the game broken.
Well, it's one thing when it's raining. You're like, okay, I get why we're not playing. You know, it's gray, it's dark, it's pouring, but when it's sunny and the lightning is this far away, it's just like, are you guys lying to us in the dugout? No way. We want to keep playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if it's within 8 miles of where we are, then they will stop play. And so play has been halted now due to lightning within 8 miles of the ballpark. We're going to go ahead and step aside here. Florida up 1-0 on Washington in this elimination game. Well, unfortunately, there's lightning within 8 miles of where we're playing here in Greenville, North Carolina. So they have been forced to clear the field in this elimination game between Florida and Washington here in the 4th inning. Players trying to get a little Maddie Locke just laying down, trying to take a break. Work your way through this as a pivotal game, and we've seen how close this game has been. Totally different than the first time that these two teams met, Amanda, and Florida got the run rule. But that one run Florida got across could be so critical as this game moves on.
And you think about the position that they were in. It was 2 strikes, 2 outs, and then Bryn Feaser was able to figure out a way to push a run across. And it's a pitcher's duel so far, and I think we're loving it up here as pitchers, huh?
Absolutely. We've seen some great pitching. How about the defense? We've seen a double play, and it's just the cream of the crop right there. We're getting closer to that championship, so we've seen better and better play every day.
Yeah, we know 2 teams that are in our semifinals already, which will take place tomorrow, North Carolina and Kentucky, waiting for the winners of our games today. Right now we're watching Washington and Florida. We'll see Puerto Rico and New Jersey later tonight. We are right in the middle of this map in Greenville, and so that's what the radar looks like. We will step aside now. We will be back with you and keep you updated on the situation here at the Little League Softball World Series as we wait out the weather. Welcome back to the Little League Softball World Series presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. We are ready to resume this thing as Florida is leading Washington in this elimination game. We had some lightning in the area. We waited it out just over an hour. This is what you missed in the third inning. Brent Fieser with an RBI double that sent the only run home in this game and put Florida up 1-0 over Washington. You win this game and you are moving on to the semifinals. A little bit later in the fourth inning is when they stopped because while it stayed pretty sunny and dry here, we did have lightning within an 8-mile radius. So for safety reasons, we had to clear the players from the field. And now we will resume this semifinal game. All right, we're ready to go again. Courtney Lyle, Michelle Smith, Amanda Scarborough, Chris Button also with us. And, you know, about an hour delay for these little leaguers. Now they got to re-lock in.
Yeah, they're playing Duck, Duck, Goose together. We had a video of them together during the lightning delay. But what I'm looking at is the fact that Florida, their second time through was when they scored that run, Michelle. And for Washington, they have Due Up the top of the lineup. So they're going to get their second looks off of Chloe Cheek, actually, who just came into the circle for Brent Fieser.
Yeah, so Chloe Cheek, we saw her play, or pitch, I should say, yesterday. She was playing shortstop, but a very good pitcher. I think Florida would consider her the ace, but I'll tell you what, this is a very talented Florida team. They can play multiple positions, and you know, both these clubs hanging out with each other during the rain delay, or lightning delay. You gotta love that. That is Little League softball at its finest.
Well, Chloe Cheek, Washington saw her on Sunday through those 4 innings that they played. Brent Fieser is going to move over to second base, and Zoe Brandon will take over the shortstop duties from Cheek, who is now in the circle. And if you're Washington, you got to quickly regroup here and remember your scouting report facing Chloe Cheek in the circle. Brent Fieser did a really nice job, struck out 4 the first time through the order. So top of the order is where we begin, or resume, if you will. Jalea Wright back up for her second time at the plate. This Florida team run-rolled Washington back on Sunday, 14-0. Since then, Washington has flipped the switch and won 2 games. The first team to get run-rolled and then win 2 games at the World Series since we changed the format in 2022.
Yeah, they're definitely making this move because the top of the order is Due Up right now with Jalea Wright to give them a different look from Brent Fieser's second time through.
A reminder, Hannah Chenier will be at first base because she is singled in this inning already. Brent Fieser struck out the first batter that she faced, Layla Bailey, to start the 4th inning. And now Chloe Cheek comes in with a runner on facing the top of the order.
Well, this Washington team saw Chloe Cheek in that very first game of this World Series.
Angela Wright bunts foul.
Well, this is a big restart, too, because of who's due up, the top of the order, like we've said 5 times. But that means that Maddie Locke is going to get a chance to hit in this inning, likely unless Florida turns another double play, which they have already this inning. But if not, then Locke, who has hit an out-of-the-park home run at this World Series and has been the best hitter for Washington, will come up with runners on.
Ball!
We saw how tough Chloe Cheek was yesterday in their game against North Carolina. She was under a lot of pressure, and I thought she really held her composure well, handled herself in the circle, hung in there as long as she could for this Florida team.
Chloe Cheek is a fighter. She had a really long inning yesterday, but her presence, composure, fight inside the circle just did not waver at all. Has a really good relationship with now the second baseman, Brent Fieser. They pump each other up no matter who's pitching.
Ball and 2 strikes to Jalea Wright. In her with a strikeout, Chloe Cheek.
Chloe Cheek is going to go upstairs on this pitch. You can just really see the way it's got some great upward movement. And look at the way this ball's going to travel from the sun into the shadow. It's a little bit deceptive for the hitters, having to make an adjustment now with that shadow coming through the batter's box.
So now you mentioned it, Amanda. Madison Locke is up. Maddie Locke, as they call her. She's tied for the second most hits at the World Series. First in RBI. She has a home run over the fence. Only one of 2 players out of 12 teams here to be able to hit a home run. Looking for her first hit today.
Well, the center fielder, Kylie Green, is playing basically on the warning track because of this home run power from Madison Locke, who drove a home run over the fence to dead center field. That was off of Avery Cox, who was a pitcher in the World Series that pitches with the most velocity. Texas was eliminated, but Maddie Locke has big-time power, and that is why these outfielders are so deep, especially Kylie Green out in center.
Boy, Maddie Locke, always extremely aggressive. A couple of pitches on the inner half. They're trying to get underneath her hands.
You can always, I think, as a hitter at the top of the order, feel the importance of the sit-back, because with Little League batting 12 in the lineup, you step up to the plate in a situation top of the 4th inning thinking, this is just my second at-bat, but it might be my last one. So I have to do damage here. You kind of start to feel that pressure and I don't know, just, you know, feel the nerves in a moment like this, knowing that it could be your last AB.
She's making contact with every pitch that's been thrown her way.
Remember that home run she hit off Avery Cox. That was a 60-ish plus mile-an-hour pitch. Florida's been throwing her mid-50s or so she's been around a lot of these pitches. So in other words, she's been a little bit early. Try to identify that, let that ball travel a little bit more. On the flip side, if you're Chloe Cheek, you're hoping you can get her to miss it.
High hopper just past Brandon at short. Runner's going to third. Got her! And Hannah Chenier is thrown out at third, and that ends the threat. Florida hangs on to this lead with Chloe Cheek entering the circle.
Just like you know you can't run on Jada Coleman, the U.S. national team center fielder, you cannot run on Kylie Green. That was a cannon from center field. Washington trying to be aggressive.
Good Kylie Green can be in center field for Florida, and she just keeps showing us.
Well, this is a great throw, first off, an outstanding tag, secondly. I don't know why you run in this situation, or if you do run, you've got to be a little bit tighter with that turn. I think at this point in the lineup, you've got your 3-4 coming up. I think you need to stay at second on that.
A tough break for this Washington team, and now bottom of the 4th inning, Maddie Locke and her defense will try to keep Florida with just 1 run on the board. In the 3rd inning, it was a hit by a pitch that put a runner on, and then Bren Fieser would eventually knock that runner all the way around to score the only run in this game. Here's Carissa Edgehill.
Florida's defense has definitely stepped up in this game. You guys think about the double play and then that outfield assist at 3rd base. There have been some pivotal moments through 4 innings for Florida's defense that have not allowed Washington extra chances.
Well, and I'm sure that's something they talked about, because yesterday their defense did let them down a little bit in their loss. They had an error, costly error in that big inning against North Carolina.
It's a great point, Michelle, because they had only made 1 error in 2 games before yesterday's game and committed 3 errors in that one game alone.
Yes.
And we saw what errors did to Washington when they had a handful of errors against this Florida team on Sunday. Edgehill, it's a slow hopper, but it finds left field, and the leadoff is on for Florida.
Look at her keep her hands inside this inside pitch. She doesn't get all of it, but she's just so strong, and Florida is so good at handling inside pitches, which that's not where that pitch was actually supposed to be. It was supposed to be on the outside corner. You could see where nicely the catcher was set up, but Edgehill, what a swing just to be able to get barreled to that and make it into a hit.
And Kylie Green, maybe a future Jada Coleman.
The only difference that we've seen so far is that Jada hits left-handed and Kylie hits right-handed.
Which is interesting, because she's a left-handed thrower.
She is, yeah.
It's usually the opposite.
Showing bunt, pulls back, and there goes Edgehill to second.
Florida continues to be aggressive on the bases.
Yeah, they've had a runner in scoring position now every inning, left 6 on. That one above the head of Harlow nicely, and Carissa Edgehill will advance on a wild pitch. Runner on 3rd with no outs.
Ball 4.
Free pass puts runners on the corners.
16 to first baseman, Keely Whitlock.
3-5-1.
And Jeff Crawford, the manager for Washington, is going to come out to the circle.
Just relax. Just relax. Take a deep breath.
Everything.
Just take a breath. Find out where he's at. Just find out where he's at.
I don't know where he's at. I can't.
Okay, yeah, you can. Hey, right now, just deep breath. You got this. Okay? Hey, you got this, okay? Find out where he's at. We'll find it. We're going to get it going here, okay? Deep breath. You got a lot of help behind you. Okay, a lot of help behind you. Let's go.
Where are you going to throw it?
Thanks, Blue.
You're fine. You got it.
Sterling to find the zone.
Yeah, I think after that walk, she gave up. I think she's trying to figure out, and this is where it's tough after a weather delay. You know, you're in a groove earlier, and then you have an hour delay. You've got to try to get warm again, get restarted. It could be very difficult.
Strike!
Harlow nicely charging towards 3rd, keeping an eye on those runners. It's now 2 in scoring position. as Kylie Green hops over.
Well, it's where, too, I think Maddie feels probably a little bit of pressure because they're not as deep in the circle behind her as what Florida is in the circle. They have multiple options, and they've really just relied.
Bunt by Whitlock, runner coming home. Run scores. Carissa Edgehill comes around to score after she led off this inning with a single, and it's 2-0 Florida.
Just continuing to put runners in motion in this inning. 2 stolen bases and then also a safety squeeze there. You could see Edgehill creeping off the third base bag, making sure that the batter got the bunt down, and they did, and able to essentially steal home just like she stole second base there, putting pressure on this Washington defense. Another run comes across for Florida.
Now the pitcher, Chloe Cheek.
I like how Florida is showing just a different style of offense in this game. Each one of their games here at the World Series has looked a little bit different. They've had to find different ways to win. Some have been overpowering with their offense, but in a pitcher's duel game like this, runs are not going to be as easy to come by. So they've gone more to their speed and short game and singles approach.
And we've seen what this Florida team can do with their backs against the wall. They trailed in their first 3 wins at regionals, finished the regional 4-0.
We're probably not going to go on that unless it goes away. All right, but if it's a line drive, I need you back on the bag. In the air, I need you back on the bag. Be smart. Let's be a smart base runner. Smart base running right now.
One thing I think we need a not so serious update on is Coach Fieser, his shorts. Last year he wore the same shorts over and over and over again at the World Series for good luck. This year he did kind of feel like he was going to wear the same shorts over and over again. So I think we need an update on that if they want to win.
He wasn't sure, right, when we asked.
Right. He wasn't sure. Non-committal.
Yes.
He was an assistant on last year's Lake Mary Little League team that made the World Series. And this year, the manager.
Hey, stay in the zone.
And I love the tidbits. He's always giving some great advice.
Towards foul territory. Janessa Malone almost got there. This has been a goal for this Lake Mary team. We heard the phrase 628 last year. That is the mileage from Lake Mary to Stalling Stadium. Well, they kept that motto this year. The goal to get back here. And they did. Chloe Cheek smacks it towards center, and it's scooped by Honolulu. 1 run is home on the sac fly.
Well, you talked about one of their mottos, Courtney, but then they had a couple of other key themes that they started with this summer. And one was, let's go, this is made by Coach Fieser. One was, let's go 1-0 every day. There's no tomorrow, just focus on the now. Number 2 was, have that dog mentality. And then number 3 was just 100% grind, knowing that every level that you go through, every tournament to get here, and being away from her parents, being in hotels for the first time, it's a grind. So sticking with 1-0 every day, dog mentality, and 100% grind to be able to make it here to the World Series.
And they had a tough road. They played a very good North Carolina team at regionals. And at one point, it didn't look like it was just going to be a given that they were going to show back up here in Greenville, North Carolina for this Little League World Series.
Harlow nicely trying to track it down. Meanwhile, another Florida runner scores. It's now 4-0 Florida. 3 runs coming in this inning. 2-1 to Tolan. Hits it hard past first base. And she'll reach on the error.
Yeah, it looked like this was a player called timeout, I think, by Maddie Tawney, the third baseman. She's been the most vocal in this group with the Washington infield getting together.
Now batting for Southeast, number 4, Parker Garandi.
Well, she has taken on that leadership role for this team. She'll lead them in their pregame warm-ups, keeps them upbeat, and they said they can put her anywhere, too, in the field. That first meeting Sunday with Florida and Washington, Florida was able to put up 2 big innings, 5 runs in the first, 5 runs in the second. Just found that groove and was able to ride that wave in 2 innings. They've put up 3 runs in this one. Garandi back past the pitcher, out to center. And Riley Tolan's going to take third. It's runners on the corners. Florida's got it now, in a groove.
Well, you can tell that they're in a groove. That's a slow developing play. It sneaks past the pitcher, it sneaks past the second baseman into the outfield. Opportunity to try to throw the runner out going to third. The throw comes into second. So right now, Washington's a little bit out of rhythm defensively.
Parker Garandi with her second hit today. She only had 1 hit in the World Series coming into this game. Runners going. No hesitation to take second for Garandi. Quinn Marshall in the 11 spot in this Little League lineup. Wants to meet Dolly Parton. Me too.
And I think the difference that we've seen in Maddie Locke in this inning is leaving some pitches that are more over the heart of the plate. And it's what she was doing really well to start this game, hitting her corners. But Mitchell, you were talking about it after the rain delay. You get back warm, and sometimes it just feels different after the rain delay. You know, you warm up again, it doesn't feel like how you warmed up the first time. And, you know, pitching's such a feel and touch thing to do that you just feel different the second time you warm back up.
Hops over to Maddie Tawn. No, excuse me, JoJo Day got it at shortstop. Run scores, and runner is safe at second. 4 runs have come across in this inning for Florida.
Number 9, Aria Tormos.
Bottom of the order, Aria Tormos.
So much credit to Carissa Edgehill for getting this inning going. You know, when an inning starts out like this, you always, or when it ends like this, you're thinking, well, how did this even start? Like, who is the fire starter that got things going? And it was Carissa Edgehill who led off this inning with a single and has just passed the momentum from one hitter to the next. Been tough outs.
Yeah, that great defensive play really fired up Florida. And I think it kind of sunk the spirits a little bit of this Washington team. Maddie has that great hit, then you get thrown out at third base in a really tight game. And, you know, at this age level, that's where it's sometimes tough to stop the spiraling. You know, you start to focus on the wrong things, and I think that's probably the biggest challenge for these young players at times.
For Florida, we're seeing the 12 hitter right now in Aria Tormos. They didn't realize they were going to be this good offensively. They felt like they would be solid, but their manager, Brent Fieser, told us really 1 through 12, they feel so confident can swing and get a hit at any time. Maddie Locke will get the strikeout there for the second out in this inning. You want to see some girls with game? Tune in to an exciting summer of softball and visit littleleaguesoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. Awesome t-shirt. Just here for the snacks. At top of the order for the third time with Zoe Brandon. Liked the first pitch. JoJo Day with a glove flip over to third, and that is out number 3, but not before Florida extends their lead. They score 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, and this Florida team starting to taste the semifinals. Winner of this game moves right there.
Then baby stay. If you wanna dance, take my hand, take my hand. Cancel all your plans, take a chance. Ain't got forever, we only got today. If you got a night to feel alive, then baby stay.
It has been so fun to see these all-star teams from around the globe take the field at the Little League Softball World Series. And Lake Mary, Florida, making back-to-back appearances at the World Series. 4 runs in that 4th inning. It was Bryn Feaser that got the start, but we saw Chloe Cheek enter this game after the lightning delay that was over an hour. And she came into the game and got a strikeout for them. Able to get them out of the inning. A base running mistake cost Washington an opportunity in the last inning, and now it'll be a 3, 4, and 5 due up for this Washington team, who's in a bigger hole. First pitch, oh, funny hop, went over Chloe Cheek's shoulder, and then the throw hits JoJo Day. And that'll go down as an error on the pitcher, but man, it must have just hit her arm in the right spot.
Off the end of the bat, and it just looks like it goes down, hits off the heel of her glove, goes behind her back, and then the rush throw over, come in and hit the back arm. Ouch.
Yeah, it went behind her back and hit her arm on the other side of her body. Man, she's hanging in there, out there though, reaching on the error for Madison Tawney up at the plate now.
If they're going to open the door knowing that you have 6 outs left, you got to put a little bit of pressure on them right here. Lead off, runner on board, and they kind of give you a gift with that error. You have to take advantage of it. This is an important inning for Washington and try to get some back and answer back.
Well, so far, they've been a little susceptible to that pitch up in the zone that Chloe Cheek has been throwing.
Tawney gets jammed. Yeah, foul ball. I thought for a second Whitlock was going to get that in her glove. Crashing in from first.
She's got long arms and long legs. She's a tall first baseman over there.
Those are hard balls to read, too, because you know when they hit the ground, they have a lot of English on them. So if you can't get to it and catch it, you probably need to let it go and hope it's fouled.
Chloe Cheek ahead of Tawny 0-2. Second strikeout today for Chloe Cheek.
Well, and that's the pitch we were just talking about, that pitch up in the zone. So Washington either has to figure out how to lay off of it or how to get on top of it and hit it. To me, that's a pitch that you have to lay off of. It's at the shoulders or above. And that really is Chloe Cheek's game. So good at the top of the zone.
Avery Calamusa had a triple in the second inning. That was off of Bryn Feaser. Avery Calamusa told us that her dream is to play in the AUSL and also own a business.
That's awesome. She could be her own business, right? Professional athlete, do some lessons.
I just love that we're seeing these girls play in the AUSL as a dream.
A lot of them did.
They got to see a pro game here in the AUSL on Wednesday night. It's back-to-back strikeouts. Runner at second now. JoJo Day in scoring position.
You know, all three of the strikeouts that Chloe Cheek has had against these Washington hitters have definitely been up in the zone. They've been chasing, so 3 strikeouts for her against the first 5 hitters that she's faced.
I think we were a little surprised to see her not get the start today, but man, Bryn Feaser started out this game so well.
So good. And again, though, this is a Florida team that's very deep in a lot of different positions. And that's really what it takes to get to this level. You have to have athletes that can play multiple positions, that can all hit well. Sometimes we see pitchers that don't hit, and when you're a PO or a pitcher only, it's actually a disadvantage in this sort of a model because everybody does hit. So that's why it's always important to be versatile, learn as many positions as you can.
Just like we've seen the college game shift to where you need a pitching staff to make a deep run, and hopefully win a Women's College World Series, I feel like we're starting to see a little shift in Little League where you need multiple arms. Obviously, there's been teams recently that have been able to ride one, but especially with the pitching rules not being able to pitch more innings, if you pitch 7 or more innings, you need a calendar day off, that maybe you might need 2 arms, like Florida has.
And it just feels good mentally to know that you have support back behind you, and that's what we're kind of like talking about with Maddie Locke, is you start to game after game after game, the further you go and the deeper you go into the World Series, feel like even more pressure is on you to perform and be the one in the circle. You're going to be out there no matter what.
Harlow nicely sneaks it past Cheek. Tawny stops at third. They make the throw to first in time. And this is a play that Washington could take a look at if they wanted to, and I think they'll challenge this. You get 2 challenges per game. If you're correct, you get to keep your challenge. Oh, ooh. The call was out on the field.
Oh, man.
It's really close.
This is the closest one I think we've seen. I think this still might stand as out.
You might have to go with the call on the field.
Yeah.
It's so close, which was that the runner was out.
And you can see the gloves starting to wrap around just as the foot is hitting the bag. Good stretch over there.
Definitely worth taking a look at as Washington is trying to battle back here. Remember, the call on the field was that the runner was out. And man, from what we're seeing, it is so close on that video. They're going to overturn the call. Runner is safe, and this inning continues. Harlow nicely beat it out.
And nicely doing a good job getting down the line. Great hustle.
So 2 down, runners on the corners, and they're going to use a courtesy runner for Harlow Nicely because she's the catcher, and there's 2 outs on the board. So it'll be Avery Calamusa, who is the last recorded out, that has to come in and run. Kaya Ho'olulu will step up looking for her first hit this week at the World Series.
Ball.
I'll say she did go. Count goes to 1-1 on Ho'olulu from Chloe Cheek.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
I know she doesn't call it a rise ball, but it's a pretty good rise ball. It's hard to lay off of.
One ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
That one sails. Ricochets off the back fence quickly back to Avery Little behind the plate. Runner advancing to second on the wild pitch.
Yeah, that's a big wild pitch in the sense that they weren't going to steal that runner at first base to second. So that's a little gift there for Washington to be able to advance now 2 runners in scoring position. And 1 hit can get you a couple of runs now.
Two-two to Ho'olulu. Strikeout, Chloe Cheek. 8 total strikeouts for this Florida pitching staff. Chloe Cheek has entered and got 4 of them.
Nails in the circle for Chloe Cheek. 3 strikeouts in that inning, working around some traffic. But today, you guys, she is spinning it.
League Softball World Series is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Oh, this is our first of 2 elimination games today. Winner of this game moves on to the semifinals. Our game coming up next. Puerto Rico and New Jersey just hanging out together, guys.
Yeah.
Is this what you guys did before you, faced off in an elimination game?
Dear Lord, never.
I was going to say, I can't recall a moment like that, but we'll take it here at the Little League World Series.
Yeah. The team from Guayama, Puerto Rico, waiting against the wall, waiting to play. They were supposed to start around 6 o'clock, but local time, but we had just over an hour lightning delay. Fortunately, the storm went around the field, didn't get any rain. It actually was sunny here.
Courtney, these girls just love hanging out together. These 2 teams, during that lightning delay, moved over to one of the buildings, and I was told there was a very competitive game of duck, duck, goose.
Look, I mean, what else would you be doing, right?
Competing at something.
Feels right to me. This is Avery Little, who is the hottest hitter in the entire World Series. She has had her 8th hit of the tournament today. She's also been hit by a pitch, which I think she was mad at the time. Like you said, Michelle, yes. She wanted to keep the at-bat going.
That's a good corner right there for Maddie Locke. That's the spots that she needs to be hitting. Some of these pitches been left out over the heart of the plate, and Florida has done a good job of taking advantage of mistakes. When you hit corners like that, it's tough to barrel on.
Right, makes the throw, and that retires Avery Little for the first time. She had gotten on every time she had stepped up to the plate this week.
I like that, just talking to the hitter after her and Bryn Feeser and just communicating about what she saw. She had just gotten out on that changeup, but took some time to pass on information to her.
This is a very mature Florida team.
Yeah, that's college level stuff right there.
Well, they probably watch a lot of college. You've got UCF, USF, Florida, Florida State.
Yeah, you can keep going with that list.
Yes,
Florida
exactly.
University.
And those are just the D1s. There's a lot of really good D2. St. Leo won the Division II National Championship. They're just outside of Tampa. I mean, there are so many quality schools all around the state.
Feeser takes the 0-2 to JoJo Day at short. Nice throw by JoJo.
Looks like they're going to challenge this. Day goes to her backhand and makes that long throw, but she is out.
Yeah.
But for a second, yeah, they're going to challenge this. Good stretch to it. First base by Calamusa to stretch toward where the ball is going.
Yeah. Ooh, I think they're going to overturn this. Exactly. Universal sign challenge.
Yeah, that's a great play on both ends.
I think her foot was still in the air when the ball hit the back of the glove. Remember the call on the field was out. Oh, right. So sorry, I got it reversed in my head. I thought they called her safe.
It's because she's fooling you by not leaving the base.
And putting her sliding mitt on.
She's adamant. She thinks she's going to stay there.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that was a good call.
Yeah, and they'll confirm the call on the field, which was out.
Third baseman Callie Ousley.
Now 2 down as Washington's trying to get out of this inning to grab the bats one last time. Down 5 in an elimination game. Callie Ousley looking to extend the inning. First pitch strike for Maddie Locke. Ousley singled off of Locke in that first inning. Tawney. And it's dropped at first. Ousley is aboard.
Looked like it was going to be a nice clean inning for Washington. Get a little momentum going into that last at-bat.
An error at first allows Ousley to reach, and now Carissa Edgehill, she is the one that led off that 4th inning with a single. Just started it going for Florida. They scored 4 runs.
Ball.
That hits Edgehill.
Number 6, center fielder, Kylie Green.
An error and a hit by a pitch have put 2 on here as Florida's rallying with these 2 outs in this inning. And Matt Marshall with the assist on the shoe tie. Oh, just tucking it in. Sneaky. All right. We'll evaluate that technique later.
Yes, we have to. I'm wondering how your cleat stays on.
Kylie Green.
Ball.
Kylie Green, we mentioned her dad, Torian Green, who won a couple of national championships with the Florida Gator basketball team. She was a competitive gymnast up until just over a year ago when she switched to softball. Avery Calamusa with the grab, and Florida will leave 2 on. It is the last chance for Washington's season. 8, 9, and 10 due up.
Take my hand, take my hand. Cancel all your plans. Take a chance, take a chance. Ain't got forever, we only got today. If you got a night to feel alive, then baby stay. If you wanna dance, take my hand, take my hand. Cancel all your plans. Take a chance, take a chance. Ain't got forever, we only got today. If you got a night to feel alive, then baby stay.
How much fun have we been having this week at the Little League Softball World Series? These athletes certainly are having the time of their lives this summer, making it to the biggest stage in Little League. It's Washington, it's Florida. It's an elimination game. Winner on to the semifinals, and Florida is 3 outs away from doing just that. Washington will start off this inning with Janessa Malone looking to rally here.
I think so much about this game has been Florida's defense stepping up and making plays and then responding offensively immediately after those big defensive plays. And Michelle, you were pointing out with the throw to center, from center field to third base by Kylie Green, then they came and scored the 4th spot in the bottom of the 4th, but it also happened in the 3rd too, right after the double play. So their offense gaining momentum after their defense stepped up and made critical plays just to make it way more difficult on Washington.
Well, this is a Florida team that is very complete all the way around. I mean, obviously ran into a very good North Carolina team yesterday, but I would suspect that they have a very good chance to potentially play in that championship game. They're just very well schooled, and we see that as we get closer to that championship, the teams are just complete in every aspect.
This one hit back to Chloe Cheek in the circle.
Well, and first it was the double play in the 3rd inning that Bryn Feaser started, knew exactly what she wanted to do. Quick turn at second base by Chloe Cheek, who's now pitching, and then this play.
Yeah, so good job out in center field by Kylie Green to be able to make that long throw in to third base. And when you cut down a runner like that in a tight game, 1-0 game, that is huge. You come into the dugout, you have all that momentum, and then you put a 4 spot up on the board.
Especially with where Washington was in their lineup. The 3-hole was coming up with 2 runners on after Maddie Locke got a hit and looked like they were trying to rally.
Now with 1 away, Lucy Carpenter will try for her first hit this week at the World Series. And 2, if Florida's able to close this out, just peeking ahead, because we're allowed to do that, they would get a rematch with that North Carolina team who they lost to yesterday.
Yes.
That was such a good game yesterday.
And Washington just trying to hang on to that hope.
Ball 4.
Lucy Carpenter draws the walk. Look, and you see Bryn Feaser, who started this game in the circle. She is constantly talking to Chloe Cheek, or vice versa, depending on who's pitching. They go to the same pitching coach. Been together a long time. And we'll have a visit out to the circle.
Why? All right, well, listen, we just got to pump the zone. Yeah. We got 10, 11, 12. Pump the zone, all right? Hey, let's go out. Hey, girls, make the easiest out. If it takes you to first, go to first with it. Takes you to second, go to second with it. Just make the easy out. 2 more outs, let's go. 1 out at a time, all right? Let's go. Hit your spots. Don't aim, just throw, all right? Have some fun. Smile. I want to see smiles. Let's go, girls.
Let's go, kiddo. Have a good at bat.
I like the advice. I'm just hunting out at this point, just trying to get those 2 last outs of the game.
Chloe Cheeks trying to look into the dugout, into the sun to get the call. Nyla Bowers, can she continue the rally?
I think she's really spinning it better today. She fought hard yesterday in that game against North Carolina, and she had a very solid start, don't get me wrong, but today you can see what her spin is really capable of. Her and Bryn Feser both are going the same pitching coach, working out together. They spin it very similarly. Tight spin, hitting corners.
I think the pep talk from Brent Feser worked. Yeah. Ahead 0-2.
Well, we always talk about how you fool hitters, and it's spots where you're putting the ball. It's the spin, as you're mentioning, and it's the speed. And you don't have to have all three of them. I mean, if you have 2 of the 3, and she's got the spins and the spots, she's been extremely successful.
We've talked about this 4 times, and we'll probably talk about it 4 more times because we have Saturday and Sunday games, but you don't have to be the hardest throwing pitcher out here in order to lead your team to the championship or to the semifinals. Both of these pitchers throwing 53 to 56 miles an hour, somewhere in there. That's solid velocity, but we've had pitchers here who have thrown harder who didn't make it as far.
Yeah, because they threw the ball over the white part of the plate, or they work from behind. It's like all those, you know, little things become big things. So you can have a great asset of maybe being able to throw hard, but if you can't spot the pitch or you can't spin the pitch, you're probably going to get beat.
One-two to Ella Bowers. To Bryn Feser at second. Looking for 2. This Florida defense turning a double play for the second time, and now they're on to the semifinals.
How about this defense? This is a play where everybody knows what they're doing immediately. Feser is going to go over to Brandon, over to first, to Whitlock. And second double play of the game. I mean,
we hadn't had a double play in the whole week, and now we have 2 in the same game. Florida is on to the semifinals. And congratulations to this Washington team. What a run for them to rally back after being run-ruled to win 2 more games here at the World Series. A great summer of softball for Team Washington, but Florida punching its ticket to Saturday's semifinals. And we talked about being a complete team, how important that can be. And you just saw it, Michelle, with the defense today. I mean, wow, right at the top of the list for Florida.
Yeah, they've obviously pitched well, but that defense today, it was crisp. Everything, the throws were on point, and of course, they've also put a lot of runs up on the board.
And Bryn Feser got the start in the circle, and she is with Chris.
Bryn, congratulations. Between you and Chloe pitching a shutout, what was your mindset coming into today to start the game?
My mindset's like just go 1-0, that's our saying, and just pitch your game. This could be your last, but just keep going, and no matter what.
It's so fun to watch you when you're out of the circle and playing second base, and the conversations that you're having with Chloe. What are you telling her in between batters?
Well, she's like my pitching partner, you know, so I always tell her, like, you got it, take your time. Don't rush, you know, just drop your fingers, like little things that she needs to adjust.
What's this been like to be able to share a dugout with your dad and this whole thing?
It's fun. Obviously, he's like loud and stuff, and he hypes everyone up, and it's so fun to be with him.
Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Obviously, he's loud and stuff. That's so great. Remember, Bryn and her dad, Brent, were both on the Lake Mary team that made it to the World Series last year, but this time, here they are moving on to the semifinals. And yes, they get another shot at that North Carolina team, Amanda, that they lost to yesterday.
Yeah, that score ended up 5-2, but it just felt like a tie game, a 1-run game until the very end. It was so close. Both of those teams are so evenly matched. They play so similar.
All right, and Chris has Bryn's really loud dad, apparently, Brent.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard your daughter. She's like, my dad's really loud out there, but this has been fun with him. What did you learn last year that has helped you guys move on to the semifinals tomorrow?
just keep battling. Don't ever stop. You know, we talk to the girls every day about going 1-0, and there's no lead that's too big. As everyone in the country and world knows, all these girls out here taking the field are amazing ball players. You've got to respect them from the first pitch to the last pitch. And so I just keep reminding the girls that it's a long game, and, you know, just keep grinding.
Out of nowhere, we get a lightning delay. When you come back, you decided to go with Chloe. What went into that decision in the circle?
Yeah, you know, we had gone an hour. You know, anytime a pitcher pitches in the sun for and gave me 3 really good innings, yeah, I felt like it was time to change it up a little bit. You know, they were turning the lineup over. I felt that it was a good time to bring in someone new, a little bit different movement, have a little bit fresher of an arm. So I went with the change.
You had it all today. You had the pitching, you had the offense. You also had the defense. Some of the catches and the throws by Kylie, 2 double plays today. Where does that defense come from for you guys?
That takes a lot of practice in the months leading up to this. You know, these girls put a lot of work, a lot of effort in. You know, I give all the credit to them. They put the effort in. I couldn't ask for more. You know, to have 2 double plays like that, you got to know what to do with the ball. And for them to have that awareness on the field and make those plays, it was pretty special.
You've gotten to coach all your kids, and now with Bryn, you go into Saturday 1 win away from making the championship game. How would you describe how this experience has been as a dad? As a dad,
I couldn't be prouder. You know, my 3 kids, I've coached all 3 of them. My son's actually going to start playing tomorrow. He's playing in the regional tournament over in Wilson, North Carolina. They're 11U teams, so hopefully we can go back and watch him too. But super proud as a dad. I couldn't be happier for Bryn. She deserves it.
Congratulations. See you tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man, you can hear what this means to Brent to do this with his daughter. But this whole Florida team, just fantastic. It was Bryn Fieser, his daughter, who got the scoring started back in the 3rd inning with an RBI double.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and she plated the first run of the game. And then she got the start, too, and she looked fantastic in the circle. Had several strikeouts, got to go first time through this Washington order, and she looked sharp. She was spinning and spotting it, Michelle.
She had 4 Ks.
Yeah, and then Chloe Cheek comes in, and they're similar but different enough. And Chloe Cheek just used that pitch up in the zone. She says it's not a rise ball, but it certainly looks like a rise ball to me. And whatever it was at the top, it was certainly outstanding. And then the defense behind, how about the double plays? 2 of them today, just really crisp defense behind some really good pitching for this Florida team.
Yeah, and this Florida team has proven that they are going to be a very tough team to beat. 2 double plays. We had not had a double play all week from the 12 teams that we saw here at the World Series until this game. And now it's going to be Florida against North Carolina. And you can tell this Florida team has kind of righted the ship from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, I just like the way that they're playing together. We talked about this in yesterday's games. These teams are getting better as they go on. You can see them fighting for each other in the circle, at the plate. On defense, we're seeing things that we haven't seen this entire World Series with 2 double plays. So I love the progression of how these teams are building.
Well, I think for Florida, they had a great victory today. They're going to have to figure out Annalena Clark tomorrow for North Carolina because she's been outstanding in the circle. I cannot wait for that matchup. I mean, those are 2 great clubs. We are going to be in for a treat tomorrow.
Yeah, that was such a fun game to call yesterday. So how lucky are we get to do it again tomorrow. All right, one more semifinal coming up. Puerto Rico and New Jersey are on deck. Should be starting in less than an hour here at the Little League Softball World Series. But man, Florida coming up clutch, an all-around effort for the kids from Lake Mary, Florida. And they get themselves into the semifinals with a win over Washington. We'll see Florida and North Carolina battle tomorrow in the semis.